college football. Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Sims. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. On first down, here comes this offense. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The green and white love that tough guy reputation, and they're getting it done on the ground.
Nah, that's exactly who this program is. That's what they're built on. Every team you go back in the history of Michigan State, you're going to find what? A bell cow running back that you can feed.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So, obviously, to do it on this stage will go a long way to determine whether this team gets in the playoff.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. The give from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season, and these teams obviously are both physical.
Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They are pinned deep, and this crowd is They want to run it left here. Sweet cut there. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He'll come out throwing on first down. Keeps the play going. And the ball's loose in the backfield. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself opening. Nice job between those two.
The Spartans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Spartans!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. Touchdown, Michigan State. And the defense doing work. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give on the inside. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. The hand to the running back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Coming after him. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job.
And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. With jet sweep pass. Oh, look out! The tag! Give him 6. Touchdown Gamecocks! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Virginia Tech is in front. They've played awfully well today. And while there's no Michael Vick out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 7 over Michigan. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play.
Can anyone catch him? He's inside the 40. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has? Run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end.
South Carolina, 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. A designed run for the quarterback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
3rd down coming up.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. The snap sets up the throw. Setting up the screen. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Returner goes out of bounds.
Down for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Finds his back in the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Really nice job by the running back setting up that angle route. He's making it look like he's running to the flat, and then he puts his foot in the ground, cuts back across the defender's face, and makes himself an easy target for the quarterback.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David
continues to fight for yards. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Makes his connection. touchdown, Smarty! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. They'll try the left side. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Now on the option. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. A 3rd down try for the offense. They'll put the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They're bringing heat. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll field the punt and look for room. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
In a sudden change situation offensively, that's when you like to take shots. The defense just jogs out on the field. Let's see if we can catch them napping. Take a shot. Great job in the back end covering to force the incompletion.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Wide out in motion. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Unleashes one deep. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that pass intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Now on 2nd down after the good first down run. He's looking to throw. And they got him for the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On 3rd down, going up top. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Really, really nice play, and I love bringing speed on the field. The more dime packages, the better on those 3rd down situations. Now I got faster guys chasing in the back end with the receivers, and when the QB scrambles outside the pocket, I got a DB now going to try to get that QB. It makes all the difference in the world.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Quarterback will audible. Looking to go up top on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Makes the grab inside the 30. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking left. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner will be dragged down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Spartans will kick it away to start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on second and long from the 23. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to put it back and push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires on the run. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. They'll run the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Going to try to get it himself. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
I love when you change the launch point, when you move the quarterback and bootleg him outside of the pocket. You can see he does a really good job of gaining depth as he goes outside. Now he's a threat to run the football or throw it. Guys have to drop back a little bit. Then he can run the football and get a positive gain.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Now on the move. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Dances away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. A run for the quarterback. Touchdown, South Carolina! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kentucky is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at Wildcat on the menu tonight in Lexington. They're trailing by 35 to Alabama. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day.
Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the left. Shows him the stiff arm. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. You saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Trying to get to him. Makes the grab on the left. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage. And when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
On the move is the 30. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
Okay, ready? They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They're looking for an advantage to the right.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Not even a play?
Ready? Third down after the run. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to buy time. He'll throw it. Finds his man. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The Spartans are marching down the field. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Spartans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
Get set.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. This is a designed run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loses 2. It's now 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fast motion from the offense. On 2nd down, looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
It's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this up.
Dialed up the fake. He's looking to throw. They got him. It's a sack. Took a chance to try to score the touchdown, and they'll get nothing. You want to be bold and daring, but sometimes you got to know when to just take the 3. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Offense getting set for first down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. From the gun. He's going to take off. Plows through the defense.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, the quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Offense gets set for second down. Pressure coming. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the 4th quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He makes the connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
To the air on first down. Caught. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry up.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
He's got it. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. He'll ride his man on the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with a loss.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Now on first down from the 43. They want that clock to run. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Give him 109 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. The sticks, and he may get more. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves to change for the first down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop them?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going to run it to the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Now on 3rd down for this offense.
Green 25. Check, check.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Hard running there. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day.